Over the past 2 years, I've booked over 1,000 meetings using cold email, generating results like these for my clients. And in this video, I'm going to break down step by step how you can do the same so that you can just copy me and book more meetings and sign more deals with your ideal customer. And make sure you stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to be doing something that most people aren't willing to do and give away something for free that makes this entire process just plug and play. So the first step that we're going to talk about here, as we get into it, is the infrastructure and all of the tech-related tools that you're going to need to do all of this, right? So the first thing you're going to need is the domains itself. So you're going to go to smartlead.com and you're going to buy 10 to 20 domains that are subdomains. So basically, we're going to use SmartLead for sending out the emails, but you can also use SmartLead for setting up all of the infrastructure and emails itself. I'll get into more on what SmartLead is later on down the line. But first, what exactly is a subdomain? A subdomain means that it's similar to your main domain. So for example, apple.com, let's say I'm sending out emails from apple.com. Apple.com, the subdomains of apple.com could be tryapple.com, getapple.com, acquireapple.com, marketingapple.com. You get my idea. You're just going to buy 10 to 20 domains depending on how much volume that you're going to send out. And you're going to get 10 to 20 of those subdomains and just use one of those prefixes that I mentioned, right? So inside SmartLead, after you buy all those domains, inside SmartLead, you can also set up inboxes to send out these emails. So after you bought your domains, it'll let you select what types of inboxes that you want. Now, as of December 2024, I recommend that you do 80% Google, 10% Microsoft, and 10% private SMTP. Right now, Microsoft is having a lot of connectivity issues and things going to spam. And private SMTP servers, they are good, but they're not always reliable. So I recommend doing 80, 10, 10. Get primarily Google, 10% Microsoft, 10% private SMTP, just so you're spread out all across the board and that you have some accounts to sending out, right? And I also recommend you do only 2 inboxes per domains. So again, if we're doing the apple.com domains, if I bought subdomains of getapple.com, I would have 2 inboxes per that domain of getapple.com. For example, it could be Arian at getapple.com and Arian Ariel at getapple.com, right? So you're going to buy all those domains on SmartLead. You're going to set it up on SmartLead again, and you're going to have 2 inboxes per domain while also having an 80-10-10 split across Google, Microsoft, and SMTP in that order. Now that you set all of that up, it's time for you to pull leads. So I recommend you use Apollo.io to pull leads from, and all you have to do is know 4 characteristics about your ideal customers to pull leads. So all you're going to need to know to pull leads of your ideal customer, you're just going to need 4 things. You're going to need the job title that they are. So for example, if they're CMO, CFO, COO, CEO, whoever it may be, the employee headcount. So, how many employees they have at their company, 10 to 50, 100 to 200, 1,000 to 5,000, whatever it may be. The industry that they're in, so real estate, hospitality, marketing, whatever. And then the geographical location. This one doesn't matter as much, but depending on what type of service or product that you have, you might need this. So like the US, you can go by city, you can go by state. It doesn't really matter, right? So for example, if I'm targeting an example of this, of the 4, could be CMO of 11 to 50 insurance companies, or 11 to 50 headcount insurance companies in the US, right? So just pull those 4 characteristics out when you're creating your ideal customer profile. Once you've pulled a lead list from Apollo, from there, all you have to do is verify your emails, or else you won't send the valid emails and you'll land in spam. So you can use many different verifying tools. I recommend millionverifier.com to do this. Just upload your lead list and let it verify the leads that are valid. So this concludes step 1. So to summarize here, you're going to buy all the domains, you're going to buy the email accounts, again do a 10-10 or 80-10-10 split. You're going to buy a lead list and verify those leads, or you're going to build a lead list and verify those leads using a verifier. That is step 1, all this technical setup. Now, step number 2 is writing the script itself. So you're going to make sure that you write at a 7th grade reading level and keep all of your scripts under 75 words or less. And the reason for this is that the average reading level of an American is literally at a 7th grade reading level. And the second reason why you want to keep it 75 words or less is that no one wants to read a wall of text from a stranger. So, for example, imagine if someone cold emailed you, and it's some like high level jargon Harvard level essay, and it's literally like a wall of text. Like they just spammed you, not spam, but like they just sent you an entire dictionary. Are you going to read that? You're probably not going to read that, right? So keep it simple and keep it short. Keep it simple, stupid. I think it's acronym of sales, but just keep it simple, keep it short, right? Now, once you have a short script, a simple script, and you have that in mind, you're going to want to also follow up with your prospects multiple times, because most of the time, or sometimes, people won't respond in the first or second email, so you have to follow up multiple times. So for the follow-ups, make sure you have 2 to 3 extra follows on top of the actual email itself across the span of like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, right? Now, let me tell you one thing. If you've been in the cold email space for a while, you'll know that long sequences, so like people used to send out like 5, 6, 7 emails across the span of 3 months, 6 months, those don't work anymore. And the reason being is because it's getting easier and easier to mark the spam. So if you follow up with somebody 5 times and they haven't responded to you, they're going to send you the spam, because they'll be like, this guy keeps following up, keeps sending me emails. I don't want to hear from this guy anymore. I'm sending him spam. So make sure that you're only following up 2 to 3 times, and make sure that you're only sending it out over a span of 2 to 3 weeks. Now, for what to actually say in the script itself, you're mainly going to need 3 things. You're going to need a strong offer, you're going to need social proof, and you're going to need a call to action. So first, with the offer, what I need you to understand is that you're not going to sell the service or product that you have. You're going to sell the end result that someone gets by using your service or product. So for example, your offer isn't SEO. Your offer is more leads. Your offer is more calls. Your offer is ranked number 1 on Google. You're going to sell the end result that somebody gets and not the actual product or service itself. So I really, really want to make that clear. I hope all of you know this by now, because Alex Hormozi has really popularized offers and all of that, but you need to be selling your the end result that somebody gets, and not the service or product that you actually sell. Sell the vacation, right? You're not selling. You're selling the vacation. You're not selling the plane ticket. So what I mean by that is, if somebody's like, "Hey, you're gonna go a trip to Hawaii," right? Or if you're trying to sell a trip to Hawaii, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna get to Hawaii. There's this resort here. There is this beach here. There's all this nature here. You'll be able to do this, this, and this, right?" That's what you're gonna sell if you're selling a plane ticket to Hawaii. You're not gonna be like, "Yeah, you're gonna get up early in the morning. You're gonna brush your teeth. You're gonna pack your bags. You're gonna go to the airport. Or you're gonna Uber to the airport. Then the TSA line's gonna be long. Then the guy's gonna check you. You have to check in your bags. You're not gonna say all of that. You're just gonna be like, "Yeah, you're gonna get to Maui, or you're gonna get to Hawaii, and this is gonna happen." Right? You're selling the vacation. You're not selling the process, right? So please sell the end result. Don't sell the service or product. Now for social proof, that's offer, right? By the way, for social proof, if you have it, use it. Even if it's something like very small, use it. And the reason why is because, again, you're a stranger coming into someone's inbox. Like imagine cold email as door-to-door sales, right? When you get like a door-to-door salesman to come up, like that knocks on your door, you're gonna be like, okay, who is this guy? What does he want? And if you're gonna claim something as like, hey, we'll book you 20 meetings, or we'll get you 100 leads in the next 90 days, they're gonna be like, okay, have you done this for somebody else like me before, right? So social proof in this sense is very, very important. So the reason why you need social proof is because they don't trust you, and you have to build trust. And to make sure that you can build trust, they're gonna want to see if you've done this for somebody else before. Again, going back to that door-to-door salesman example, if you're going door-to-door selling your SEO services, and they're like, yeah, I mean, 100 leads in 90 days, that sounds cool, but like, have you done this for somebody else before? Have you achieved similar results or done this in the past before, if I end up paying you $2,000 to $3,000 a month for this SEO stuff, right? So that's how they're gonna frame it. You're a stranger going in their box, and you have to have social proof so that you can build trust with the prospect to sell your services, right? And for social proof, you're gonna mention your customer's name and what kind of end result that they got by using your product or using your services, right? And for this, the closer that you have, or the closer that you have to something like a revenue amount, the better it is. So let's say if it's something like, hey, we help somebody improve their site speed by 200%. That if that's all you got, use it, but that's not the best. What would be better is if you say something like, hey, we help somebody close $40,000 worth of deals in the first week after revamping the website. That is a lot better because it's direct revenue. So the closer that your social proof is to revenue, the better it will be. Now, finally, for the call to action, do not do not ask for a call in the first email. Instead, say something like, "Hey, can I send more information? Are you interested in hearing more? Open to learning more?" That type of thing. Because again, you're a stranger coming into their inbox. They're not gonna want to just hop on a call with you after you sent them one email, unless you're like Alex Hormozi, unless you're Jordan Belfort, unless you're Russell Brunson. They're not gonna like just hop on a call with you just because, right? You have to send essentially value so that they understand what you do or get a good idea of what your product or service does, and then they'll hop on the call with you. And you also want to make it easy for them to say yes to, because think about it. If he says, "Can I send more information?" you'll say, "Yeah." If you're like, "Are you interested in hearing more?" "Yeah, sure." "Are you open to learning more?" "Yeah, sure." Right? It's super easy for them to say yes to. So that's it for call to action. So to summarize this step, keep your scripts short and simple. Make sure you have a strong offer. Leverage as much social proof that you can, and make sure it's something closely related to revenue. And use a soft call to action that makes it easy for them to say yes to, and ask if you can send more information, or if they're interested in learning more. That is step number 2, and that is essentially how I've booked over 1,000 meetings using cold email over the past 2 years. Now, I know I went over a lot in this video, and it can be overwhelming to implement all of this at once. So that is the exact reason why I'm giving away a full guide on cold email that goes over quite literally everything I know. So everything that I covered in this video, from infrastructure, setup, offers, script writing, including even some bonus AI stuff and Clay stuff that I've thrown in there, and much, much more. It's literally 122 pages of cold email value and sauce that you'll be getting absolutely for free. You're welcome. So to access this document, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. You can access it. Again, it's totally free. You can just use it, and you'll be able to essentially go over and learn everything about cold email. Like I said, infrastructure, setup, offers, copywriting, AI, and so much, much more. All in the description, absolutely for free. If you want this full guide, like I said, you can use it in the description anytime that you want. There's no opt-in emails. I'm not gonna try to sell you anything on to get the guide or whatnot. Yours to keep. Use it. So with all of that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are though a B2B business that's making over $30,000 a month, and you want to work with me personally, I'll also leave a calendar in the description below so that we can talk about implementing all of this stuff and much, much more in our call. So if you are a B2B business and you do want to work with me and help and want me to implement some of this stuff, click that link below. But with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you found something very valuable out of this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.